Hi everyone, it's Madeleine Black here, speaker and author of Unbroken, and I'm here on my sofa again with the gorgeous...
I'm still here on this sofa.
I can't get rid of her.
Louise Beech,
Yeah.
also author, one of them being Maria and the Moon.
Yeah, so this is really how we met through Maria and the Moon and Unbroken, because there's a lot of themes in there that resonated with me and vice versa. And yeah, that's really how our friendship started online.
It did, didn't it? Because Maria in the Moon, now I begin to realise, is the memoir I couldn't write.
Yeah,
It's
really you.
There is a lot of me in it, but I had to do it as fiction because it was safer.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready yet.
And that makes sense, but you were still able to put it down. And so we thought today it might be interesting for you to just have a little reading from both of us. And we tried to pick a little bit each that kind of complemented each other. So for us, it's about memories.
Finding them, losing them,
Yeah.
dealing with them.
Yeah. I didn't have memories of what was done to me for many, many, many years. And when they came back, I struggled to believe the memories until after a while, my struggle was worse than the memories themselves, if that makes sense.
That does.
My denying the memories, not wanting to believe those memories, was causing me more distress in my mind than actually the pictures themselves.
Wow.
And so I had to find a way to make peace with all of my memories and realise, you know what? This did happen. I'm not my body. I'm not the things that they did to me. All of us. We're so much more than our events and what happens to us. So I thought I would start with a little reading about memories. So here goes. This is from the chapter called Memories. I had to find a way to make peace with my past. I was, after all, not the sum of my memories. The more I slowly allowed myself to acknowledge what had been done to me, the more my mind started to calm down. The sting and the shock had been removed by the images I saw. I still didn't like them, but they no longer had a strong effect on me. The triggers and memories had increasingly less hold over my body. Physical responses during my sessions with Ron became less and less frequent. The frequency of nightmares and flashbacks diminished until they eventually stopped. I also started to realise that I wasn't what was done to me. They only hurt my body, and I was way so much more than that. I wasn't even my mind that had confused me over the years. What was my mind anyway? Was it real? If I cut it open, there wouldn't be any blood. They could never touch the real essence of me, which was still burning inside, untouched. I saw that it was not that I'd forgotten what was done to me. It's just that I didn't want to remember.
And that's a completely different thing.
Yeah.
Isn't it? You see, I can't remember a lot, and I feel like I do want to remember, but then I'm also like, do I?
Yeah.
It's frightening. Which again, very much like, I mean, yours is a memoir, an out-and-out memoir. Maria and the Moon isn't, but apart from How to Be Brave, it's the closest to the real me. And Catherine, the main character, she can be quite an unlikable character, can't she? Because she's very brusque, she's very angry. But I think underneath, she's a very good person because she does the volunteer work.
Absolutely. And as a therapist, I always think the bigger the front, the smaller the back. If someone has this angry ego, whatever, what are they trying to cover up? What don't they want people to see about them? And I think often it's a lot of hurt and disappointment when we're angry, because it's easier to be angry rather than touch the hurt, the pain, the disappointment. Yeah. Why don't you give us a little reading from Maria and the Moon? Okay,
so to tie in with memories, this is the moment in the novel when Catherine's memory returns to her. The tap dripped. I thought I heard footsteps and pictured the bushy man on the metal stairs outside, mounting them in time with the water's rhythm. It was like being flooded all over again. Drip, drip, drip. I wanted to pick up the sofa and the TV and carry them to safety. Drip, drip, drip. Don't let anyone in. I looked at the door. It's locked, he said. No one's coming in. They're already here. I'm here, said Christopher. Don't be scared. You can't just sit here. It's the middle of the night. You must have somewhere to go. Katrina, I can stay. I'm not Katrina, I whispered. Who are you?
It's okay. Carry on. You're good.
I'm Catherine Maria. I couldn't see Christopher anymore. I knew he was there, and I was glad, but I no longer heard his gentle words. The room melted away like snow, and my raw hands softened into smaller ones, and my hair untangled like thin snakes. My heart grew big and full, and my head bounced with new words and my heart with questions. And I knew buried under the weight of those heavy words was something terrible that would answer all those questions. Something grave that would shatter my 9-year-old heart. There was something else, someone else. Like a cold spider, the memory stirred in my head and spun an icy web around my brain. Someone else crawled in. It was him. It was the bushy-haired man. I remembered.
Oh, Louise, oh my gosh.
Oh my word. That's why I don't often, I've only read that once before publicly.
And what was it there that hit you, that touched a raw nerve?
That little girl.
Yeah. And who is that little girl? Oh, Louise, Mrs. Beech. But yeah.
Yeah, it's emotional.
Yeah, it's really emotional. And for those that don't know, right now, Louise is currently writing her memoir. So she's on a journey of starting her book, but not having all the full memories. And I wrote my book once I had all my full memories.
I can't hide behind Maria or Catherine Maria.
Well,
I can't
you
hide behind these
can,
people
but right now
because
you've
this is
decided
real.
not to hide anymore.
Yeah.
So
Well, I think I have.
yeah.
This is the scary thing.
Well, I'm
isn't
reading it
I
as
think I
she's
have.
writing it, and it's powerful.
Yeah.
It is, and this is good. I always think it's good. I never try to stop people from crying. That's the therapist in me. The tears are okay.
Right. And
The
I
tears are
thought I
really
wouldn't be able
okay.
to resume, but you said wait, and I thought, okay, wait. And I bet it's not as long as I thought. It felt long, but I bet it isn't
It's
that
only
long.
half a page.
Yeah, exactly. So.
But it's not the words, it's what it touches. And if that does that to you, it's going to resonate with so many other people.
That's the piece that Joanna Robertson got emotional about.
Yeah. Joanna, I hope you're not watching now. And if you do, you have a big box of tissues.
I know. Yeah, I must admit, I think I'll find it hard if I have to read from the memoir. I don't know if I'll be able to do that.
Well, you don't know that yet.
Yet, okay then, yet.
Yeah.
I don't know, we'll see.
Because if you can do that, and for you, it's clearly not about Catherine Maria, it's about Louise.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you can read that, then really you've just read from your memoir.
I know, yes.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, we didn't really plan to make you cry. If you asked to
We'll
make
maybe do an upbeat one next time, shall we?
Yeah, we could do
one.
that. Yeah, we could do that. But it is actually, it's really hard. This is from a therapist's point of view. When the memories come up, it's really hard because it does take you straight back there. But actually, I always think it's something shifting, something's moving. You're not wound so tight anymore, and it's part of the healing. Things have to move and shift in order for you to expand and grow. And I thank the memories when they come up. Thank them for showing me there's still some residue left inside that I need to work. You know where your work is. You know what you have to do.
Yeah.
It's a different way to look at it.
Of course it's frightening. It's going to be frightening.
But it's frightening because it's so real, and because the memories are held in our cells, which is why we get triggered.
Yes.
You know, it's not just a mind thing, it's in our body. If I drove past the flats where I was raped, if I smelt somebody that smelt similar, my heart would start beating really fast. I would get sweaty, I would get nervous, I would feel sick. I have been sick. You know, these triggers are real, really real. So you have to find a way to ground yourself, to stay connected in, because the memories take you out. Now we're getting kind of onto therapy, but
we always end up talking about memories in therapy, don't we? It's just
Yeah.
us together, that common theme that we have.
Yeah.
Wow.
But well done.
Thank
Anyway,
you.
that's been another episode of Beech and Black on the sofa, and we hope you got something from it. And again, just leave us any comments down below and let us know what else you'd like us to speak about. So it's goodbye from me.
And goodbye from her.
See you soon. Bye.